up? That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Honestly, I'm glad to be in front of y'all today, being able to give you guys this information. All right. Real quick, I want to ask something else. From a scale 1 to 10, how productive has everybody been today? I'm not gonna lie, if it's anything less than a 5, then hey, you gotta up it. You gotta up it. You have to. Let me know. How productive has everybody been today? Sheesh. I'm not necessarily getting a lot of numbers, so I guess not a lot. Got an 8.5. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. So real quick, I just want to introduce myself. My name is JoFarmerrr. I'm a Platinum 5000 in the organization of Dignified Drip, and I literally been here for about a year and 9 months now, right? And I want y'all to understand that within that year and 9 months, I literally went through a lot, right? What I'm about to teach y'all for this training has took a lot of experience, right? Took a lot of learning and took a lot of dedication, right? My journey to Platinum 5000 literally took, dedication, right? Long nights, right? Being able to learn, because if you want a higher income, it requires a higher form of education, right? So I'm glad for you guys to be tapping in with me today. Drop a 1 in the chat if you understand market structure already, or you kind of have a clue of what it is. Drop a 2 in the chat if you're kind of new to what market structure is. Let me know. So check this out, family. Not only am I going to teach you market structure today, but I'm actually going to show you how to be able to enter the market as well, smooth and, appropriately. All right, so if you have a notepad and pencil, please drop a 7 in the chat and we can get started. Once I see over 5 sevens, then I get started. All right. Cool. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. So check this out. Market structure training. These are the things that I'll be going over today. First and foremost, I'm going to go over the definition of market structure. Why? Because you need to understand what the market is doing, and you need to know the terminology for everything that I'm going to talk about today, right? Next, I'm going to do a support and resistance training, because obviously we all need to know where the market is heading and where the market can potentially reverse at, right? Then I'm actually going to get into the charts and kind of give you a quick little look on what market structure actually looks like. Then I'm going to get into the best entry points, and then I'm going to get into analysis trading. So hopefully you guys have expectations for this training. Hopefully I'm able to meet every single one. So let's get into the definition of market structure. Hey, check this out. I'm a very organized person, so I literally keep everything in my Google Docs to one-on-ones and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you want to become more organized, definitely put everything in your Google Docs. It saves everything. You will always be able to come back to it. All right. Now, what is market structure? So look, market structure by definition is the simplest form of price movement in the market, right? It is the basic support and resistance levels on the charts, swing highs and swing lows. Now, these are levels which are easily identified and hold until they don't. Market structure is a trend following tool that traders read and follow based on how an asset moves, from bullish moves, which means buying, to bearish and in between with ranges. Okay, now check this out. You might not have enough time to literally write this down. I'm also recording this as well, but at least take a screenshot, right? And internalize some of the things that I'm saying to you right now. Now, types of market structure, okay? Market structure is simple and a basic form of understanding how markets move, right? It's made easier with just 3 different types of market structure, right? Now, the market trends in 3 different directions at any given time, and understanding when a shift occurs based on the time frame you watch is pivotal to successful trading. All right, the 3 types of market structure are, of course, a bullish trend, aka an uptrend. I want you guys to write that down. Number 2, a bearish trend, aka a downtrend, and sideways. Now, sideways has a lot of names. You can say a ranging market, or you can say consolidation. Drop a 3 in the chat if you're familiar with those 3 terms that I just named. And if you're not, you just learned something new. And for everybody that's on this call right now, I need everybody to go drop screenshots of this call and dignified drip, right? Let me know. Let me go look in the chat box. Let me see how many threes that I got. Okay, cool. So this is the definition of market structure. And I want you to understand that, you know, understanding the definition of different things will help you in long term when it looks to the charts. So you start to be able to put bits and pieces together. All right. So let's go back to our list. I think next is a support and resistance training. All right. Now, support and resistance is low-key the foundation of market structure, because without it, we'll be able to find it, but support and resistance makes it a lot easier to identify, right? So I have I literally have a PowerPoint right here, pulled up already. I don't know why this popped up, but here we go, it's right here. Wow, okay. All right, cool. So support and resistance, right? And this guy was made by a Platinum 600 leader. And I'm not gonna lie, even though she's a Platinum 600, this is a hell of a PowerPoint. And anybody that will want this PowerPoint, I definitely have no problem with sending it to you. All right. Now check this out. Let's move on to the next slide. The simplicity of the market is its greatest disguise, which means that, of course, we look at a whole bunch of indicators, but everything that we use is basically giving us information on how to make an analysis in the market. All right. Everything that we use, from indicators to trend lines to support or resistance, is giving us information so we can make judgment on where the market is going. All right. And we can understand how to read it with support and resistance. Now, when we're able to mix in the products and the indicators, it makes us way more profitable. All right. Let's move on to slide 3. Now, what is support and resistance? Support. So it's a predetermined zone where a downtrend is expected to react due to a concentration of demand, right? So check this out, family. When we think of support, I want everybody to think buy. Drop buy in the chat, B-U-I. When we think of support, we think of buy. Cool. Now let's refer to the image to, the right side of the screen, right? So as you can see, the market is actually trending down, right? If we go from left to right, the market is trending down, right? But the market ended up coming to a level where it wasn't able to go through, right? So I want you to understand that when market got to this level, the buyers were actually stopping the market from going any lower than it was supposed to. Does everybody see that, right? And what happened? It got to a support level and it started buying, right? This is one test. It came back to this support level and it started buying again, right? And the third time it tapped the support level, the market completely switched. It started trending up. Right? So check this out. Whenever we see price come to a certain spot more than twice, it's definitely a zone there, right? And depending on how the market is fluctuating and depending on the direction of the market and where it's going, we'll basically be able to tell you if it's support or resistance, okay? Now let's read some of the things they have here. Price falls to the floor, like what happened right here, and it bounces and rejects up. This is a demand zone. So check this out. The market buys when there's more demand than supply. When there's more demand than supply, the market will buy, right? How many of you know about supply and demand? Let me know. Drop a 5 in the chat if you learned about supply and demand before. Everybody has, because we learned it in school. This was something that we learned in school, and it's crazy, right? It's crazy how everything kind of correlates for real. Cool. So this is what happens when there is more demand than supply. The market then starts to buy up off these zones. These are demand zones, okay? Now let's go down to resistance. And also, every time we think of support, we want to think of the floor as well. So support equals floor, support equals buy. Make sure you write that in your notes, okay? Now next, let's look at resistance. So resistance is a predetermined zone where an uptrend is expected to react due to a concentration of supply, AKA the rule. So check this out. If we look from left to right, I'm pretty sure that price was rising and it ended up getting to this level right here, right? And when it got to this level, did price break through or did it fall back down? Let me know. What happened to price when it got to this level right here? Did it break through or did it fall down? It fell down, right? Now, from your knowledge, what stopped the market from going up even more? Let me see your answers, right? And now, if this is your first time on one of my calls, I'm very interactive, so I like everybody to interact with me. Strong resistance level, supply. The sellers stopped the market from going any higher. Okay, cool. Those are some pretty good zones. Those are some pretty good answers. It touched the major zone, most definitely. Most definitely, right? So let's look. Price literally hit this zone and it dropped all the way back down to the ground, right? And this probably could have been a key support level because wherever you see a reversal in the market, there's obviously a level right there, right? Now look, price literally started trending back up and it went to the same zone, right? And everybody should be able to see this wick. Now, what exactly does this mean? This means that the market literally bought all the way up into this point, and when it hit this point, it rejected back down. It rejected back down, right? The sellers were literally stopping price from getting any higher than it was, right? And it tended to test this zone a few more times, and we got the same exact result, right? Now, what makes a powerful zone? If price touches a zone more than twice, then obviously that's a pretty powerful zone. I want you to be able to write that in your notes, right? Another thing I want you to write down is supported resistance indicates where the trend may reverse or continue. Supported resistance indicates places where the trend may reverse or continue. And we'll talk about that a little later. Let's move down. So why supported resistance is important, okay? So first and foremost, it's a foundational tool for every type of trader. So individuals who copy and paste, individuals who call their own signals. It allows for nearly perfect entries and exits within the market. Drop a 7 in the chat if you have problems with entry, not with just traditional FRX, but with HFX as well. Let me know. Let me know. Cool. So you being able to understand support and resistance, that will not only allow you to understand indicators, but to understand the perfect entry, right? And it allows for a better risk and reward ratio, especially with traditional FRX, which will allow you to secure more profit, right? So a better risk and reward ratio, a better win to loss ratio, which means that you're making more money than you're losing. You have a potential to make more money than you lose, all right? So boom, let's go into it. How to draw zones, okay? So step one, so start with a higher time frame, right? You can either go from the 1 day or the 4 hour, and you can be able to zoom out just so you can see where the market is touching at, right? And you want to draw a line where price touches at least twice, all right? Step three, you want to be able to adjust the line to get the most touches, all right? And you want to draw a rectangle around the line to represent the zone. So I'm gonna actually go to a chart real quick, and I'm gonna do a small little support and resistance training before I get into understanding market structure, right? So check this out, family. I know a lot of you maybe only have one package, but I definitely suggest that everybody gets the elite pack. I'm not gonna lie, it allows for you to be way more profitable in the market. You invest more to be able to make more. You get to use all of these tools, all right? You get to use all of these tools. And yeah, I got you. I definitely send the PowerPoint after this. But check this out. I'm actually gonna go to Gold Cup, right? I'm actually gonna go to Gold Cup because it gives us a pretty nice chart to look at, right? It gives us a pretty nice chart to look at. So what I'm gonna do is actually remove these EMAs. These are pretty helpful, but I don't need them right now. All right. So let's zoom out real quick. And I want y'all to be able to help me. All right. So real quick, if I was to put a rectangle right here, right? what role would this rectangle or this zone be playing right now? Is it support or is it resistance? Let me know. Is it support or is it resistance, right? And check this out. I know a lot of people may use horizontal lines, right? And horizontal lines are okay at some point in time. But I want you to understand that support and resistance isn't a calculated number, which is what you see over here, but it's a zone, which means that price can literally fall anywhere between this area and reject, right? You don't want to kind of get comfortable with a horizontal line and then price actually falls below the line and you get stopped out and you don't get the perfect entry. So I'm way more comfortable with a rectangle. But let me look to the chat box. And is this support or resistance? All right. Now, family, why exactly is it a support zone? And check this out. I want somebody to participate with me. You can raise your hand. I'll allow you to unmute yourself and you can tell me why. Why is this a support level? Anybody want to participate? And also for that question, check this out. If you look to the left, you have access to all of your products and packages right here. And these are also your technical analysis of tools. So you can literally click on either of these to basically help you, make an analysis of the market. So where did I get this from? I literally clicked here, and this is usually where the brush is at. I clicked right here, and I went to rectangle, and I created a rectangle like this. All right. All right, Key, I got you. Let me go find you real quick. Boom. You can unmute.
It's a good support because you said that if it touches it more than if it touches it more than twice, it's powerful support.
Most definitely. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate it, Key. All right, so check this out. Let me give you another example. All right. So of course, this is a support level. I'm gonna type that up for y'all. This is definitely a support level, right? Why? Because look, price is literally trending down, right? And it literally came to a zone where it got stopped at. Now, there was no zone right here. Price would continue to keep trending down, but what happened? Price came here, rejected off. Price came here, rejected off. Price came here, rejected off. And it literally kept rejecting off this area, right? Now let's find another key area in the market, right? Let's find another key area in the market. So family, what would this be? And if everybody can guess this right, I will move on. If everybody can guess this right, I'll move on. What would this be? And when we think of resistance, what exactly do we think of? Ceiling, right? And check this out. I don't know if you realize, but every time price got to this area, what did it end up doing?
Dropping.
Dropping every single time. Thank you. Every time price got to this area, what exactly did it do? Drop every single time.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to mute you real quick. Cool. Now, I want to show you something else that's very, very important. All right. Very, very important. So I'm going to mark up this support level, right? Well, hold on. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom out. Let's see. We're going to mark up this level right here. All right. And I'm going to make it black. And now I'm going to draw a rectangle. All right. I'm going to draw a rectangle all the way across so everybody can be able to see it, right? Cool. So everybody's seen what I just drew. Now, if I start from left to right, did this play as support or resistance first? Let me know. Did this play as support or resistance first? Right here. This area right here. it was a resistance level, right? But check this out. When price broke up, right? It broke up, and now what is it playing as? Now what is it playing as? Is that a resistance or a support level? Or a support level, right? So I want you to understand that everything that happens in the past correlates to the future. So you will see a specific level that you may think is only a support level, but in the past, it's literally been a support level and a resistance level. So let's actually move to the left. Let's move to the left. Boom, we literally have rejection right here where this was actually playing as a support level. This is literally playing as a support level right now, right? But in the past, it literally was a resistance level. Literally was a resistance level, right? So look, price literally broke through. Price literally broke through this area, right? So is this still a support level? Or when it comes back to touch this area, what would it be? A resistance area, right? And it's vice versa. Whenever price breaks a resistance area, it now becomes a support. I can literally give y'all an example of that real quick, just so we can make sure y'all get this. So when I explain market structure, you understand, right? So check this out. Anytime price breaks, make it a little bit more simpler for everybody. That's cool. So anytime price actually breaks above a resistance level, right? And it closes above a resistance level, this is no longer a resistance level. This turns into a support level, right? Why? Because price literally has to come back and touch this area in order for it to go up. And what exactly does that look like? This is exactly what that looks like. All right. And this candle would be a red candle. This is what a retouch looks like before the market can literally continue in this direction. And if everybody can understand that, and I want you to know that it's vice versa as well, right? It's literally vice versa. For example, let's switch it. Let's switch it. Let's just say this was a support level at first, where price literally broke through the support level. Let's say price broke through the support level. What are we expecting? What are we expecting? We're expecting for the market to literally, this would be a selling candle, matter of fact. This will be a selling candle. And now we're expecting the market to literally buy back up, right? And this is no longer a support level, but this is a resistance level, right? And for those of you who already know this, that's cool. This is kind of a refresher, but for those of you who didn't, maybe this is kind of opening your eyes right now, right? Maybe this is kind of opening your eyes. All right. But look, this is exactly what it looks like if I use the arrows, right? This is what it looks like. And then we expect the market to hit one of these. All right. Drop a 7 in the chat if everybody understand that. You understand it, and I made it pretty simple, let me know. And Angela, you can go back as far as you want. As far as you want. Whatever is happening in the past will eventually happen in the present. Right. And I'm also recording this, so you'll definitely have time to literally go back to it so you can understand. All right. So let's see what else we got on the list. Let's see what else. Now I was actually understanding market structure. So in this part, I'm actually going to talk about the phases of the market real quick. All right. So I can literally do it right here. So let's just say right here, we can have a small little uptrend, right? Small uptrend, right? Well, let's just say on this side, and this is important because you're going to realize that these are probably one of the main 2 ways that the market moves, but you will see consolidation, right? And there's a lot of other different relationships when it comes to things like this, but that's something that I get into a little bit later when you guys get a little bit more advanced, right? So let's dissect this real quick. And let's break it up. So of course, hold on. Let me change this to black. So check this out. So of course, on this side, we have uptrend, correct? And on this side, we have a downtrend. Okay, now check this out. What does an uptrend consist of, right? An uptrend starts with a low, and I want you to be able to write this in your notes. I definitely want to put a background around this real quick. Probably make it black, white letters. It's a little smaller. So it definitely starts with a low first, right? And then it moves into a high. And check this out. It then moves into something called a higher low. Now, why exactly is it called a higher low? This is called a higher low because this point is higher than the last low. This low is higher than the last low, right? And then for our next point, it'd be called a higher high. Now, family, why is it called a higher high? Because this high is higher than the last high, right? Then it moves into a higher low. Again, hold on. Let me see if I can clone this real quick. Right? And then it moves into another higher high, or like a lot of people may say, it might be a pivot high, right? This might be a pivot high, higher high, or a pivot high. I'm gonna write that right here so everybody can understand. Everybody can understand real quick. So boom, we got a higher high or a pivot high, right? Now, why exactly do you think I call this a pivot high? When you think of the word pivot, what exactly do you think of? Let me know. When you think of the word pivot, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Bounce off, switching directions, reversal, right? So whenever you see a pivot high, right, that's a key indication that the market is about to reverse, right? But check this out. This is very important, all right? This is how you know a downtrend is about to happen, all right? So look, if the market came to right here, right, and instead of making a lower high, it made a higher high from this position, right? The market will literally still be in an uptrend. I want y'all to understand it, right? So we will literally have to wait for this move to happen. But think about it. In this area, you have some type of level of support or resistance, correct? So if price literally sold all the way down here and then price came up here, we can now indicate that this is in a downtrend. Now, why is price in a downtrend? Because it started with a high, it came into a low, and then it moved into a lower high. Right? And after it moved into a lower high, it moved into a lower low. Now, why is this a lower low? Because I spelled that way wrong. Hold on, my fault, y'all. Why is this a lower low? Because this low is lower than the last low, right? Then it moved into another lower high. Hold on, I'm gonna have to ask you to mute yourself real quick. Appreciate you. Boom, and I clone it, another lower high, then it turns into another lower low, right? Now, family, drop a 7 in the chat if you understand both phases of the market. Did I make this as simple as possible? Let me know. Let me know if I made this as simple as possible for everybody. Cool. Now I want to explain support. Now I want to explain a consolidation, right? Let's go up. So let's just say up here, I got a resistance level, right? And down here, I have a support level. I have a support level, right? And I'm gonna label it for everybody who don't understand color coordination. That's cool. I like to make things as simple as possible. Support. Then I have resistance. All right. So look, check this out. Let's just say price breaks in to this level right here, right? This range in motion, right? Now, why does price break into a range in motion? All right. So obviously from looking at it, hold on. I'm gonna explain it a little bit better than this. So y'all can really understand why consolidation happens, right? So look, this is what's happening. So market is moving in an uptrend, right? Boom, the market is constantly moving up. But check this out. What happens is that cool, the market, it has a lot of demand right now. But when the market falls into consolidation, they're trying to figure out if this is worth to continue to keep buying, right? Usually when the market starts to consolidate, that's when everybody starts to lose interest in their positions. People start dropping their positions, right? So now they're indecision. They're thinking about what's trying to happen in the market right now, right? That's why you see consolidation, right? And then when people start to lose interest, right, that's when you see the market begin to sell again, all right? Just want you to understand why this is happening. Now, let's talk about, as far as entry points and what everything means, okay? So let's see how you can identify consolidation now that you understand the background of it. And I am recording this video. You want to ask questions or, you want to be a little bit more specific, I'm recording so you can come back. Yeah, so I don't think the path arrow is accessible on here. I usually do use it, but it's not accessible on here. All right, when I delete these, we can literally get into how to identify it, right? All right, so let's just say the market literally comes into this space, right? And it comes to this resistance level, right? Now, if you're in an uptrend, you're thinking, okay, maybe it's hitting a higher high and now it's coming back down to a higher low, right? Initially, this is what it will look like, okay? So boom. You understand that obviously it's a level right here because price literally got here and it rejected off this area, right? So anytime price gets the resistance and it doesn't break through, family, what happens? Let me know. What's about to happen in the market? Buy or sell? Buy or sell? Boom, sell. Thank you. So then, boom, the market literally starts to sell down back to the support level, right? Now, price can't break through the support level. What's going to happen? It's going to buy back up. So initially, this looks like a higher. This looks like a higher low, right? So you would think the market would literally still be in an uptrend because it's supposed to make a higher high. Why? Because it's supposed to surpass this high right here, right? But look, this is what's going to happen. Price is going to get back up here and it's going to respect this area again, right? So check this out. Now you have two touches of this zone. So anytime you get two touches of a zone, that means that this is a very strong level, all right? Very, very strong level. And then you start to get another rejection, right? So obviously you understand that it's something right here. It's something right here at this level right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw a small little red level right here real quick. Make this red. Background, make it red. All right, cool, good. All right, so obviously this is a very strong level right now, right? Now check this out. We're going to be expecting price to maybe come back down here and to maybe to make another low, probably past this support level. what's gonna happen? Price is gonna come right here and literally respect this area. So once you see price respect these areas, now you understand that, okay, the market is moving sideways, right? It's respected this area twice, more than once. It's respected this area more than once. So now I kind of understand, okay, cool. If price probably gets back to this area, it's probably going to sell again. If price probably gets back to this area, it's probably going to buy again. Now check this out. I'm probably giving you entry points and I'm probably giving you a lot more clarity on how to trade this market. But the ranging market is probably the most dangerous market to trade in. Why? It's a lot of stop points. It's a lot of market manipulation that goes on right here. But if you can time it right, you can be successful with trading and consolidation. All right. And then you can expect the market to continue to range out until it figures out if it wants to continue to buy up or it wants to continue to buy down and it loses interest. All right. Now, boom. Next. Next, I want to talk about this, and I'm pretty sure you guys already understand this, but just to recap, let's just say price literally wants to break up, right? Now, in order for it to continue going up, is this still a resistance or what is this? It is now a support level. Cool. And then we can expect the market to hit one of these, right? To continue to keep moving up, right? Boom. Let's just say the market literally sells down and it breaks. Is it still a support level or does it turn into a resistance level? Let me know. Turns into a resistance level, right? And y'all understand what can happen. Let me just use a brush to make it a little faster. We expect this to happen and then boom, okay? Cool. Now, let's actually move to entry points. I think that's what we have next. Yes, entry points, cool. So look, check this out, family. In an uptrend, right? I want you to write this in your notes. The best times to trade is in a trending market. The best times to trade is in a trending market, all right? So look, the best entry points for a uptrend is at the retracement levels, right? So check this out. What are the retracement levels? Let me draw my trend line. As y'all can see, this is another way that you can tell that the market is moving in an uptrend. If you draw a trend line and if the price, give me one moment. And the price literally comes and retraces back to these areas, right? So boom, we got a retracement right here. And we have a retracement right here, right? And the market is continuing to bounce up, right? So these levels, these higher lows in uptrend are the best times to buy the market, right? We don't want to trade against the trend because we'll probably get a short-term sell for a long-term buy. I would rather be in a long-term buy. Literally, I would rather be in the long-term buy. All right. Now look, let's go over here to a downtrend. What do you think are the best times to enter the market in a downtrend? Let me know. So it consolidates when it's indecision, when it doesn't know if it wants to buy or sell back down, right? So check this out. In a downtrend, of course, we connect the tops. That's how we know the market is trending down. With a trend line, we connect the tops. If price retraces back to this area more than twice, then we know that, it's in a downtrend, right? And we want to trade at these retracement levels, which are right here. Okay. And we want to trade at these lower highs. We want to enter the market for sales at these lower highs. So in an uptrend, we only want to look for buys, and in a downtrend, we only want to look for sales. All right. Does that make sense with everybody? Let me know. Does that make sense? Drop a 5 in the chat if I can move on. All right, cool. So we're going over entry points right now, and I kind of just want to get a little bit more into depth and how you can be as profitable as I can't even talk right now, but as profitable as possible in the market, all right? Well, this is what I'm gonna do for you. So check this out. Let's just say that, okay, we got a level right here. right? Let's just say we're in an uptrend. So I'm just going to say that this is a valid support level, right? Let's just say we have price broke past this support level or broke past this resistance level it was before, but now it's a support level. So now it's up here. So boom, you know, we got a level right here, of course. And now we can expect price to literally sell that down. All right. Boom. Now, when the market is selling back down, this is usually what you will see. Right? You'll see a few bearish candles, maybe a bullish candle, right? And I want to make this as realistic as possible because these are the things that you would see in the market for real, right? A few bullish candles, then you'll probably get another bearish candle to the downside, right? Small little pullback. So then boom, okay? So let's just say price gets to this level, okay? And it rejects off this level right here, right? Now, how do we know that the market rejected? We'll definitely see a trend line or a little small little tail or a wick on price. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've seen this before. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've seen this before. All right. This stands for, this basically tells you that, okay, the market respected this area, right? The market respected this area and it's kind of leaning in this direction. All right. It's leaning in this direction. All right. That makes sense to everybody. Okay, cool. And vice versa. Now, the reason I showed you that is because I'm about to show you what type of candlestick patterns that you would see when this happens in the market. All right. So real quick, the first candlestick pattern that I want to go over is the doji candle. All right. So a doji literally stands for reversal, right? A doji stands for reversal, and what you would see at a support level, what you would see a dragonfly doji. And I'm gonna actually give you an explanation of what that looks like real quick. All right. And check this out. When you tie these same principles in with the harmonic scanner or with Cash Trap 3.0 or with anything that you use as far as these products, it makes you a lot more accurate with your trades. All right. So look, boom. Let's just say on this next candle, boom, we got a bearish candle, and this bearish candle sold all the way down here, right? It sold all the way down here, right? Then it kind of bought up a little bit, and now it's like this. So what exactly does that look like right now? This is what you would see. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've seen this before. This is a dragonfly doji, right? And I'm not gonna lie, this doji may have a little red to it. That's cool. It may have a little blue to it. That's great as well. Let me know if you've ever seen this before. Dragonfly doji. All right. This is like a bullish candlestick pattern that happened in the market. Okay. So this is giving you indication that the market is indecision. A doji stands for a reversal candle. So of course, we expect this market to go north. All right. Boom. That's one thing that you may see. What we want to happen is, of course, market open like this, and then the market should start flourishing in an upward direction. All right. That should make sense. That's one candlestick pattern. And check this out. I'm going to show you this one because this is the main candlestick pattern that you're going to see. And this is a great continuation pattern. All right. And this is something that I want you to look for majority of the time. So let's just say, boom, we get another bearish candle, right? Boom. And it's at this level. And then for this next candle, we literally get one of these. Family, can somebody tell me what this candlestick pattern is called right here? Let me know. What is this candlestick pattern called? Let me know. This is literally called a bullish engulfing candle, right? And this stands for a continuation pattern. It stands for a continuation pattern. All right. Cool. I just gave you 2 candlestick patterns that you can look for at a bullish level or at a support level, right? So check this out. If we're at a resistance, a level of resistance, right? We in a downtrend and we at a level of resistance, right? Because we can use this in both ways. I just want you to switch it. So instead of a dragonfly doji, I'm gonna show you what it'll look like. A dragonfly doji looks like this, like a small little T, right? But I'm gonna show you what a gravestone doji will look like. Gravestone doji will look like this. This will basically tell us that the market has bearish momentum. And if we see one of these at significant levels, then you know that that next candle will probably be a good entry. All right, boom. Another candlestick pattern that I want to show y'all would be a bearish engulfing candle. So let's just say, the market had a lot of bullish momentum at one point in time. And that next candle opened and that bearish candle was a little bit bigger, or it engulfed the complete candle. All right. This is a bearish engulfing candle. This is a continuation pattern. 8 times out of 10, that market is going this way. All right. Drop a 8 in the chat if you understand everything that I just taught right now. Let me know. Drop an 8 in the chat if you understand everything that I just taught right now. And it's over 50 people on this call, so I need to see 58s. Let me know. Cool. All right, next. Let's get into analysis trading. Y'all gonna like this. This is something that I created a minute back when I used to do my supported resistance trainings. Boom, it's right here. So I kind of just basically made a guideline for everybody, right? It's right here. So when price is at resistance, and this is something that you can put in your trading plan. And I'm actually going over, I'm actually having a call on trading plan and trading journal tomorrow. So y'all can definitely tap in, right? So when price is at resistance, first I look at the time, because of course, depending on what time frame we on, that matters over entry, right? So when I'm usually entering the market is usually at the end of the time frame. So if I'm on a 1 hour time frame, if I see a good entry, I'm going to enter that around maybe, let's just say it's 11 going to 12. I'm going to enter around 11:58, 11:59 towards 12, towards that new entry of the next candle. All right. I look for, is price rejecting off the zone? Can you identify a candlestick pattern? If price was to close right here, what action would I take next? All right. If price was to break above this zone, what action would I take next? So what I'm going to do is actually copy this, and I'm going to put this to work for everybody real quick. Let me delete this. Let me actually just zoom down real quick. So boom, I got these resistance levels right here, right? And I want to put this, trying to figure out where I can go to type it. I just lost it. Maybe I can put it right here. Boom, I got it right here, right? So let's zoom into this area right here, because obviously this is a resistance level, right? Definitely a resistance level. These Heikin-Ashi candles, yes, they are. I got to change them. When you're using market structure, these are actually Japanese candlesticks. It's crazy. They look like it at first. But when using market structure, the best candles to use are Japanese candlesticks, right? So check this out. Look, what am I looking at? Hold on. Let me bring this a little bit closer. We'll bring this a little bit closer. So let's just say that I'm looking at this price right here. So first I'm gonna ask myself, what's the time right now? Let's just say this is happening and it's around like 11:57. Okay. Okay, cool. I understand. Next, is price rejecting off the zone? It's clearly giving me a rejection off this area. Okay, cool. Can I identify any candlestick pattern? So this actually is a candlestick pattern, right? Check this out. This is called a bullish Hermonti candle. So this is that means a bearish Hermonti candle, which means a baby bearish candlestick. All right. So check this out. There's literally a baby bearish candlestick within this long candlestick. So that's a bearish Hermonti candle. So boom, of course, I have my candlestick pattern found right here, right? Now, if price was to close like this, what action would I take? Of course, if price was to close like this and it rejected, I would take a sell. All right. Now, if price was to break above this zone, so if price was literally to continue to keep on buying and come here, what action would I take next? I would definitely wait on the retest of this market and continue to move up. All right. So this literally gives you a whole entire thought process of what you need to be profitable in the market so you won't make the wrong decisions. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one, right? Right here is I want to say an evening star, right? Evening star right here. Let's go to another one. Let's go to a support level. Let's go to a support level real quick. Let's see if we can find some of the same things. Boom, we got a support level. My fault, family. I won't be too long. After I show you these few things, then you guys can go to the charts and apply it, right? Let me go to analysis trading. Now, when price is at a support level. Well, I can just put this right here. That's cool. It's even better. So boom, let's actually zoom into this real quick. And let's look at this area right here. So what time is it? Let's just say that it's around maybe, let's just say it's 12:57. It's going on 1 o'clock. Okay, cool. I'm really looking to enter this market just based on how this is looking. All right. Especially I'm seeing this bearish engulfing candle right here. I mean, bullish engulfing candle. And I'm like, okay, this is a great entry for a continuation pattern, right? Boom. Do I see a candlestick pattern? Of course, I see the bullish candlestick pattern right here. Bullish engulfing. That's great. All right. If price was to close right here, what action would I take? So if I zoomed in, when price was to close right here, I'm definitely hopping in. I'm hopping in for the buy. Everybody can understand that. Check this out. I go in for 15 pips. I literally got that around this area, right? Going for 20 pips, I literally got that around this area, all right? It's very simple, very simple. If price was to close below this zone, of course, I will wait for the retest for price to bounce back. And when you see this, you're going to start to literally see, like, just different things happening in the market. For example, right here. Check this out. Let's zoom in. Ask yourself, what time is it? Is price rejecting off this area? Of course. Do you see a candlestick pattern? Bearish engulfing candle. Boom. What'll happen if I enter? I'm going to sell. What if it broke above this zone? I'm going to wait on the retest and wait for a buy, right? Family, this will be the end of this training. I actually be putting this on my my YouTube channel. But real quick, hey, drop some emojis, drop some fire emojis, drop some sevens in the chat. If this was a pretty good training, let me know. How was it? Would y'all like to see me on the schedule a little bit more? No problem, no problem, no problem. Check this out, family. Listen, the things that we have here as far as the information, all of this is found in IML Academy. We have a great platform that we are using right now, probably one of the best in the world, for real. And you learning this information, you can literally go to the products that we have and be way more profitable, right? Everything that we use is used to increase our percentage in the market. So if you understand market structure, and you understand your confirmations, and you understand the indicators, you use these things to make you better in the market, all right? Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to make more money. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to make more money. Making more money requires a higher form of education, and we literally have the platform right here. Do you take advantage of it? Do you take advantage of it? Do you leverage the people around you? All right. So check this out, family, real quick. I just want to show you guys my YouTube channel. This is where this training will be going. YouTube channel, No Face Productions. I got wealth affirmations on here. You can definitely be able to listen to that before you hop into the market. You can get your mind right. I literally have web slinger breakdown, simple scalper breakdown, cash trap breakdown. I literally already have a market structure training on here, but I think this is the one I just did is way better than the last one. So yeah, and also if you were on my dynamic edge training, I want to say on Wednesday, I'll probably be posting that today too. If you want to know my IG name is, I'm gonna type it in the chat. It's JoFarmerrr, JoFarmerrr. That's my IG name. If anybody got any questions or concerns, feel free to email me. Feel free to DM me. If y'all need anything, just let me know. I have no problem with responding to anybody. All right. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed.